Hey, I'm Wickerbill from Steve White Motors.
Josh, Steve White Motors.
And we're going to show you today how to quickly install a Dan Gurney flap that was originally designed by Dan Gurney back in the late 60s, early 70s. It's also called a Wickerbill. It's really, really simple. If you want to come in, we'll take a look at the tools and what we need. The kit's going to come with the new Wickerbill, the Gurney flap, the riv nuts, the washers, the stainless steel hardware, and of course a riv nut installer. You will need a 25/64 drill bit, a number 4 metric Allen wrench or socket, a 14 and a 10 millimeter wrench. Of course you'll need a drill, measuring tape. All of it's pretty easy to install. What you will do is you will take the flap, you will mount it on the back, figure out exactly where you want it. On this particular vehicle, this design has a backup camera, so of course we've got a recess hole for the backup camera. So we're going to center this, make sure we have the heights right. Of course we have a measuring tape. Just to save time, we've already gone ahead and drilled the holes and done 5 of the 6 riv nuts that we have to install. So basically line it up, make sure you have it where you want it. Mark your holes with a pencil. And we're going to drill some holes. Now, to save time, what we've done is we've gone ahead and drilled the 6 holes and installed 5 of the riv nuts. And what we'll do is we'll show you how to install the last riv nut. The OEM spoilers from Chrysler are all typically fiberglass. The riv nut is actually pretty simple. You're going to get 6 riv nuts in the kit and a riv nut installer. And probably a lot easier if you've got a buddy helping you, because you want to put a little bit of tension on this. We've already drilled the hole. You slide it in nice and tight. Put the first wrench on. Put the second wrench on. Then he's going to put a little bit of pressure on it just to make sure it doesn't slip out as I'm starting to tighten this. And what we're doing is we're crushing the riv nut. And you'll feel it. As soon as it starts to crush, it'll pop. You won't hear it, but you'll feel it. Once it gets pretty tight, you're done. Remove the 2 wrenches. We're going to reverse the direction. You don't want to over tighten it because we don't want to crack the fiberglass. So once it gets pretty tight, you want to stop. There's no real numbers I can give you that will tell you that, hey, you need to do it this much or that much. And again, same scenario. We're going to break it loose. Being kind of careful. We'll remove it. Of course, we have a riv nut that we no longer need. So you can grab the flap. Now, of course, to save time, we've already gone ahead and done most of this. You'll have a countersunk recess. You'll have a countersunk recess. The countersunk washers are anodized aluminum, black, and all the hardware is stainless. Pretty straightforward. We're going to just finger tighten to get it started. In the event that you don't drill your holes exactly straight, you may have to oblong the holes a little bit on the flap. Hopefully you don't have to, but in case you do. They're all in. Or just finger tight them and we'll now we'd go from the center out. These are almost tight. Loose enough I can put the finger. don't want to over tighten them. And you have it. The Gurney flap that's been installed on your Challenger. We have two different models available. We have one that fits 2014 back to 2008. It must have the SRT style spoiler. And we also have one for 15 and newer. Most of the 15 and newer is going to have this recess for the backup camera, which is most of the 15 and 16 Challengers have. And that's it, folks. Install.